Hey, Chris, since I saw Ronald Jones on the field as a freshman, I thought, man, this guy's fun to watch, man. He has got a burst. He's an explosive player. He's a dynamic player. He doesn't necessarily get the attempts that I would have expected since then. I know that the running back approach from the head coaching staff, from the coaching staff in particular, can be more from the standpoint that we need this guy to do other things. And even though he's dynamic and the fans love him when he's got his hands on the football, he needs to help out the passing game as well. Both from a receiver standpoint, I would think they would get him out in space because he doesn't catch many passes, and then also pass protection. So are those the limiting factors for him, or is he not quite as good as I think he is?
No, I think he is as good as you think he is. I think that he's a really special talent. Really, since the Reggie Bush and Lendale White 2005 season, there haven't been many tailbacks at USC like him. Maybe a Joe McKnight, maybe a Buck Allen, maybe not even those guys. He's very special. High top end speed, solid size. It seems like you could use him on every down. I think you're right. I don't think that he's perfect in those other areas that people want to see. But he is the guy at SC. He is that special back, and there isn't another back really on the roster that's like him except for freshman Stephen Carr, and he's a freshman. I think that the other thing that's keeping him from being a big name, because I don't think those things would matter as much if USC's offensive line was totally dominant. I don't think they were last year. I'm not sure they're going to be this year. And I think that that's really what's holding him back, because you saw against like Oregon, Cal, these teams where their run defense was poor. USC's offensive line was going to handle them. He exploded and he had these huge games, and you saw him break away from all these players and stuff. But, against an Alabama or a Penn State or somebody that can really challenge them in the trenches, he seemed to have a harder time. And I don't think that's necessarily him. I think that's who's blocking for him, because if he gets the blocks, he has the speed and the talent to be really special. I think he's going to be really special anyway. I think people will know about him regardless of his offensive line. But that's really the biggest factor for me that's holding him back from being, that potential Heisman Trophy candidate. And I think he has that kind of talent.
All right, Chris Watson helping us break down USC football with the opener less than 3 weeks away. And I found Chris on Trojansports.com. So please join him there for some exceptional coverage on USC football. Chris, we appreciate the time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being on.